to Tai Chi. It's great to see some new faces here. This is awesome. I'm Craig Miller. I'm your instructor. Have fun today. If you get tired, sit down. Don't ever exercise when you're tired. That's why we have 3 chairs. So if you need to sit down, you can. Good to see some familiar faces back also. And if you have any questions as we go through, ask them. That's what I'm here for. The only stupid question is the one that you don't ask. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead. Stand if you are able to. This class is designed so you can do it seated or standing, whatever works best for you. Okay? So, traditional Chinese bow is taking our right hand and making it into a fist. That represents power. And then our left hand, we bring our fingers together. That represents friendship. And then tucking the thumb, representing humility, something our politicians need to learn, right? And put the fist in the palm and we say welcome or ni hao. Ni hao is the Chinese way to say hello. All right. So we're going to start off with some deep breathing exercises. But first I'm going to teach you to stand in what's known as the Wuji Position. So this is one of the better things I can teach you. Standing with your feet shoulder or hip distance apart. Okay? You want to stand so the minimum, you could take like your 2 fists and put them together. You could put those between your feet, all right? So any narrower than that, you don't have to bend over to do that. You can just kind of eyeball it if you want. But any narrower than that, you start to become top heavy and more of a fall risk, okay? And the wider base you have, the more stable you're going to be. But the flip side of that is the wider base, the more you're going to work your legs. And I don't want you to be exhausted when you come out of here. I do want to strengthen your legs, but let's do it gently, okay? Or you could just really go crazy and get down into a real low position like this. This is known as the horse stance. So pretty amazing. It takes amazing leg strength to do that. So we're going to stand with our feet shoulder or hip distance apart. We're going to put a nice gentle bend in our knees. This activates the leg muscles. All right? I'm going to stand up. Activate the leg muscles. Gotcha.
Thank you, Craig.
No problem. Hold on to that chair. All right.
Got it.
No problem. Bending the knees, that activates the leg muscles. And then kind of tuck in the pelvis just a little bit. And then we lift the head by a silk thread. So I have good straight body posture in this direction, and I also have good straight body posture in this direction, okay? Practice your posture. When you have Parkinson's disease, sometimes your posture starts to go away, and we want to have good posture. That's also, I've noticed when people correct their posture, their balance improves also, okay? And it's not only the posture when you're standing, make sure you use good posture when you sit also, okay? So this is known as the Wuji Position. This is a state of stillness, all right? So we're going to do long, slow, deep breathing. One of the second best things I can teach you is deep breathing, all right? So I'm going to inhale through the nose and let the belly expand, and then exhale through the mouth and let the belly contract. Most of the time when you tell people to breathe, they'll do this and kind of puff their chest out, right? Suck in the stomach, puff out the chest to take a deep breath. The Chinese refer to that as upside down breathing, okay? So instead, when you take a deep breath, it looks like this. Okay, so the belly expands. What's happening is the diaphragm is dropping. It's moving all these organs out of the way, inflating your lungs all the way, okay? It's going to give you better oxygen saturation. It's going to calm you better. And if you deal with nerves or anxiety, it's going to help that, okay? So we're going to start off with some deep breathing. From that Wuji position, knees bent, tucking in the tailbone, heads lifted by the silk thread. It's okay to smile and breathe simultaneously if you want. Let's begin. Inhale, float the hands up in front of us. And then exhale, float the hands back down. Again, big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Once again, inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale, hands to the heart, And then exhale, push the palms forward like you're pushing somebody away. Then you decide that you like them, so bring them back in, give them a big old hug, and then exhale and relax the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in, and long, slow breath out. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Pause 1 second. One of the things we learn with Tai Chi is dynamic balance, meaning that we're moving around but still keeping our balance. This is one of the important things about Tai Chi. So if you feel your balance getting kind of wobbly, you can bend the knees a little more, all right? It's going to work your legs a little more, and you don't have to stay down really low. But if you feel yourself getting wobbly, kind of bend the knees. This lowers your center of gravity and will help stabilize you, okay? All right, arms over the head next. Now, as you're pushing your hands over your head, do what's comfortable for your shoulder. Shouldn't feel any pain because I haven't told any jokes yet. That's the only time you should feel pain during this class is if I tell a joke, all right? But as you're lifting your hands up over your head, think about keeping your feet rooted to the ground. So as I lift my hands, I don't become light on my feet, but push down on the feet as your hands are pushing up. That old equal and opposite reaction thing, all right? So let's inhale, hands up in front of the heart, and then exhale, gently push the palms to the ceiling, pushing down on the feet simultaneously. Good job. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart, and then exhale, relax the hands down. Again, big, deep belly breath in, long, slow breath out. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. You can yell "Go Blues" at this point. Inhale, or Cardinals. And exhale. Good job. Arms to the side. Inhale, hands up in front of the heart. Exhale, gently push the palms out to the side. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Again, big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Keep looking straight ahead as you do this. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Keep looking straight ahead. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Good job. Arms in the diagonals next. Inhale to the heart. I'm going to mirror you. So left hand is up, right hand is down, making one leg of an X. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. And now right hand up, left hand down, make that other leg of the X. Inhale to the heart. Good job. Left hand up, right hand down as we exhale. Make one leg of an X. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, right hand up, left hand down. Beautiful. Inhale to the heart. One more time each side. Exhale. Keep the upper body straight. Make sure that you're not leaning. Inhale to the heart. And then exhale. Right hand up, left hand down. Make that other leg of the X. Good posture, everybody. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. That was excellent. Did it? Excellent. See, I told you, they were bad jokes. All right. Flapping the arms like bird wings. Again, be kind to your shoulders and keep the feet rooted as the hands come up over the head. All right. So big, deep belly breath in. Do what your body allows you to do. Don't force anything. And then exhale, float. Don't drop the hands. Let the hands float back down. Good job. Again, long, slow, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Nice and slow. Once again, big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Beautiful. I'm going to finish up. This is my favorite breathing exercise called gathering chi. Inhale, we move the arms in a big, beautiful circle. And then exhale, bring the hands right down the center line in front of us. Once again, inhale, fill the lungs with air. Exhale, relax the hands down. We'll do that a couple more times. Big, deep belly breath in. Keep looking straight in front of you. Exhale, push the hands right down the center line. We're gathering in chi, that life energy. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. There you have it. That's our breathing exercises. Go ahead, shake your legs loose, get yourself a drink of water. I need to change my music list. I just thought of that because I'm on YouTube. Oh, no, I have the right one. Okay, good. We're good. I'm not here. All right. Okay. So that's the breathing exercises. Great exercise to do. If you're having trouble sleeping at night, try to do some of that deep breathing, okay? It also, several of my students have found, now this isn't specific to Parkinson's disease, but several of my students have found that if they do deep breathing in the morning like we just did, that afternoon point where your energy kind of drops off, he was finding, well, he did more meditation than deep breathing, but he found out that afternoon energy crunch where your energy fails, he started doing meditation in the morning and he had more energy in the afternoon. So, and I saw Tom yawning pretty much through that whole thing. So that's good though. That means you're relaxing. So either that or I'm boring, and it can't be that. Don't answer. Be careful how you answer that. So since we have a bunch of new people in class and I'm trying to learn names, let's go through names. So Joseph's in the back in the blue shirt. He's been here a couple times. Carl? Carl? Thank you, Carl. Thanks for being here. And Alan? Iman? Iman, nice to meet you. Cheryl. Cheryl's been doing Tai Chi with me for a while. She's joining me in this class. Tom was doing Tai Chi with me before COVID for at least 6 months before COVID hit, longer than that, I think. I was thinking more like a year. And Dee, thank you. You were here last week and I was trying to remember the name. Dee, Glenn, and Lana. Not Lana. If you say Lana, she will beat you over the head. So it's Lana, not Lana. So, okay. So now we're going to have a pop quiz on names. Just kidding. We won't do that. Not until I get them right anyway. So Joseph, Carl, Alan, Iman. Thank you. Cheryl, Tom, Dee, Glenn, Lana. Iman. All right. Okay. So we have a series of warm-up exercises. These are exercises for our neck, then our shoulders, lower spine, hips, knees, and ankles. We work our way down the body. We get to learn the principles of Tai Chi as we do these exercises. All right. We'll probably do hips and knees from the chair to keep us safe. But we might repeat those standing also. Okay. We'll just see how things go. First exercise is called a chin tuck. So in this exercise, we're looking straight ahead and feel like someone's kind of gently pushing back on the chin. It looks like this from the side. I look straight ahead. I keep looking straight ahead and I tuck in the chin and I feel this stretch right on the back of the neck. All right. The key is to keep that chin level as you do this. Okay. So we are in the Wuji position. Knees bent, tucking in the tailbone, head lifted by a silk thread. We're going to float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin while looking straight ahead. Hands come out, the chin gently floats up, and we sink the chin down to the chest. We're going to do that 2 more times. Float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Feel that nice stretch on the back of the neck. Hands come out, the chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest without leaning forward. Good job. 1 more time. We float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Feel the gentle stretch in the back of the neck. And the hands come out. The chin gently floats up and sink the chin down to the chest. Beautiful. That is a great exercise. If you're getting kind of a head forward position, that's a really good exercise to practice several times a day. Okay. I will also tell you, I don't know if anybody in here knows him, a gentleman named Austin Pepin. I haven't seen him so much since COVID, but he found, so Austin, wow. So before COVID, he was 81 years old and had Parkinson's for like 5 years or 7 years. And Austin could stand on 1 foot, and I timed it. He could do this for 15 seconds. Pretty amazing, right? One of the things that helped him with his balance, he said, is as he was doing this, he would tuck in the chin, and he found that helped him keep his balance. All right? Remember, your head weighs about 11 pounds. So when you're putting 11 pounds forward like this, you're putting a lot of strain on your neck and your back. So when you have it directly over your spine, it helps you balance better. Okay? Next neck exercise, we're going to turn, look over our right shoulder, and then turn and look over our left shoulder. Okay? We're going to bring our hands with us also. So I'm going to be looking at one hand and with the other hand push down like I'm trying to tell a dog to stay down. Okay? So we start out in the prayer hand position. Form a Tai Chi ball with the left hand on top. Palms are facing one another. Just turning the neck, watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. Turn, look outside, look over that right shoulder, and then push down with the left hand simultaneously. And then come back to center. Good job. Back to prayer hands. Now Tai Chi ball with the right hand on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look left and gently push down on the right. And come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. Look to the right, push down on the left hand. Feel that nice stretch in the neck as you're turning the neck. Come back to prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, now the right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look to the left, gently push down on the right. And come back to center. Beautiful. Try and turn that neck and feel that stretch, all right? Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. You never knew you had to know your right from your left, did you? Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. Look to the right, gently push down on the left. And then come back to prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look to the left, gently push down on the right. And come back to prayer hands and relax the hands down. Excellent. Good work. The more flexibility we have in our neck to do this, the more we don't have to turn our body. If I want to look over here, if I can just turn my neck, I don't have to do anything with my body. If I can only turn my neck this far, then I have to do this to turn in that direction. Okay? All right. Shoulder exercises. Is everybody having fun? All right. 3 people. Yippee. Oh, 4. Okay. All right. Forward shoulder circles are next. Don't move the waist. Keep the waist still. We're just moving the shoulders. So bring the shoulders back, then up, then forward and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. This can be kind of noisy sometimes. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Beautiful. Now reverse that. Shoulders forward, then up, then back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Try and keep the arms down at the sides. Shoulders forward, then up, then back, and down. Excellent. Let's do that one more time. Something that helps me with this one is I try and keep my hands on my legs. So as I bring the shoulders forward, I can feel the hands on the front of the legs. And then as I come up, I can feel my hands on my hips. And then back, bring it down the back of the legs. And then back to center. Okay? All right. Next exercise. This is, we did this in the breathing, gathering chi. All right? But now we're going to work our shoulders. So it's not just breathing. Make sure you continue to breathe, okay? You'd really ruin your day if you quit breathing. So keep breathing, okay? But we're going to gather chi. So you imagine that someone's gently pulling at your wrist, all right? So the first time we were gathering our chi, our arms were out here kind of doing this. Now we're going to reach out. It's a gentle reaching out. As you reach out, you're going to feel a stretch in your elbow and your shoulder. And depending on how you're reaching out, you'll start to feel it in your chest and your back, all right? That rigidity that you get with Parkinson's, we're helping offset that rigidity because that rigidity wants to close and make our body tight. Instead, we want to open and expand our body, okay? And that's what this exercise is helping us do. So we're going to inhale, gently reaching out, reaching up. Feel that nice stretch. And then exhale and relax the hands down. This is another thing that will relax you. If you are anxious or nervous about something, this opening offsets that tension. Gently reaching out, reaching up. And exhale, relax the hands down. And it's amazing what starts happening with your joints when you start opening them instead of leaving them closed. Inhale, gently, we reach out, reach up, feel that beautiful stretch. And then exhale and relax the hands down. Beautiful. There you have it. Now we're going to move on to the lower spine. This is called touching heaven and earth. I love this one. This is one of my favorites for people with Parkinson's, especially if you're trying to struggle with posture issues or starting to lean forward. I talk about the silk thread that holds your head up. In this exercise, you feel like someone floats your head up towards the ceiling, all right? You're going to feel a stretch, sometimes in the upper back, a lot of times in the lower back, can even be down around the tailbone, all right? Sometimes you'll feel it in the neck. A lot of my students have started, when they started doing Tai Chi, they had back issues before they started Tai Chi. Once they started Tai Chi, sometimes those back issues started to go away. And now this lady did not have Parkinson's, but she's been doing Tai Chi with me for 3 weeks now. And she's like, my back issues have gone, which is pretty cool, right? Part of it, a lot of it probably has to do with this exercise and this lifting that head up by the silk thread, okay? So we start out in the prayer hand position. Left hand pushes up, the right hand pushes down, and we stretch and float that head towards the ceiling. Keep looking straight ahead. And come back to center. Right hand pushes up, left hand pushes down gently. We're stretching that spine. Good work. And come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down. Float the head gently to the ceiling. Keep looking straight ahead. Feel that nice stretch. And come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching that spine. And come back to center. One more time. Left hand up, right hand down, gently stretching the spine. Feel that beautiful stretch. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center. 2 prayer hands. Relax the hands down. Excellent. Good work. Next lower spine exercise. In this exercise, we're going to try to not move the hips, all right? We're going to turn the whole upper body, so I'm not just turning my neck, I'm not just turning my shoulders, but I'm turning my belly button from the left side to the right side without moving the hips. All right? This is going to be a total different feeling for you. All right? But this is also going to help you build up your core strength. As you do this exercise, as you turn, you're probably going to feel a stretch right here by the kidneys. That's good. That's what you want. Okay? So we're building up core strength. We're becoming aware of what the Chinese refer to as our dantian, our storage of energy. But this is also really good for our balance, because when I'm standing like this with my hips square to the front in this Wuji position, I'm actually really hard to push over. You can push on me, and I'm pretty hard to push over when I'm standing like this, which also makes me very hard to knock over if somebody fell, pushed against me or fell against me accidentally. When I turn my hips, now it becomes, see how this knee collapses as I turn the hips? Now it becomes very easy to knock over. So if I can turn this way without moving my hips, or turn this way without moving my hips, I maintain my stability without compromising my balance. And so that's one of the things we're working on. We're also working these core muscles, also giving all of these internal organs a nice massage. And if you have Parkinson's, chances are 60% chance you deal with constipation. This exercise will help with that, all right? Because you drink some water, do this exercise, kind of helps move things along. Okay? Got all that? Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. Feel that nice stretch. Try to not move the hips, just the upper body. We turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and then gently turn to the right. I stay on the right side as I turn the ball over, so the left hand is on top, and then I gently turn to the left. Try to not move the hips, just the upper body. Stay on that left side as I turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. Feel that stretch in the lower back. Turn the ball over, left hand is on top, left hand on top. Gently turn to the left. Stay on the left side, turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. Let's do it one more time. We're having so much fun. Turn the ball over, left hand is on top, gently turn to the left. Stay on the left side as you turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. And then we turn the ball over and come back to center and relax the hands down. Beautiful. Remember, if you're feeling unstable, kind of try and bend those knees. It's counterintuitive. A lot of times the body, when we feel unstable, we try and lock the knees out. That actually makes your balance worse. So when you're feeling unstable, try and bend the knees. All right, so give me some feedback here. How are your legs feeling? Are they pretty tired at this point? It's okay to say yes. Okay, then let's have a seat. Let's do a few seated exercises, and then we're going to stand up and do some balance exercise. But I want to give your legs a little bit of a break, although ironically, I'm still going to work your legs as I do this. Okay. So I'm going to teach you how to sit Tai Chi style. See, a couple of you are there. By the way, the sheet that I gave you, and even for you veterans, when you go home, please hydrate. Lots of water, okay? It's going to make your muscles feel better. Probably using muscles you haven't used before, or haven't used for a while anyway, okay? So when we sit Tai Chi style, we try to sit up on the edge of the chair. Don't use the back of the chair unless you absolutely have to. If you do need to use the back of the chair, I ask that you sit. This is kind of hard to do with a battery pack on, but scoot your booty all the way into the back of the chair, so when you're using the back of the chair, your back is still straight, okay? But it's going to work a lot better for you to sit up on the edge of the chair, all right? My feet are flat on the floor. The knee is directly over the heel, so a 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower leg, okay? Here's one of the important things. A lot of times we'll have a tendency to kind of roll backwards on the pelvic bone, rounding the back. Instead, we want to roll forward on the pelvic bone. Notice how that straightens my back as I do that. And then I lift that head by these silk threads. So notice how my back is nice and straight. Okay. This is an important way for my Parkinson's friends to sit. Okay. I talked about posture and talked about how important posture is. When you're standing, you learn your posture when you are seated. Okay. So practice sitting this way a little bit. You will find you won't be able to sit this way for very long. When I first started doing Tai Chi, I was in my mid-40s, and I couldn't sit this way for very long. I can sit this way for hours now. But at first, it'd be like I would sit this way for maybe 5 minutes and be like, oh, wow, I need a break. So practice, but this helps build your core strength. And you're also teaching your body to sit up straight. Okay? All right. So we're going to do a hip exercise, 2 hip exercises. We're going to do a side-to-side hip exercise. So go ahead and turn to the right-hand side of the chair if you would, and put both knees together facing the right-hand side of the chair. Now in this exercise, we're going to slide our left foot across the ground. We're going to keep this 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower leg. We're also going to keep the leg coming straight up out of the ground. So we're not doing this or this or this. But we do this and we feel a stretch on the inside of the legs, the hips, and you'll feel it in the lower back also. Okay? So we start by facing the right-hand side of the chair, and we're going to slide that left leg out and feel that stretch. And then bring the knees back together again. And do that 2 more times. Slide the left leg out. Hold it there. Keep that upper body straight. Make sure you're not leaning the upper body. There you go. And bring the knees back together again. Beautiful. 1 more time. Slide the left leg out. Now we're going to hold it here for a minute. And we're going to inhale. And exhale. And then bring the knees back together again. Beautiful. Now shift to the left-hand side of the chair. Both knees together. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. Same thing. Keep your posture. Keep a right angle in the leg. Slide the right leg out. Feel that nice stretch in the hip. And come back to center. Try and keep that leg coming straight up out of the ground so you don't start to lean the leg, okay? Slide the right leg out. Hold it here for a minute. Try and keep that leg so it's coming straight up out of the ground. And come back to center. Good job. 1 more time. Slide the right leg out. We're going to hold it here for a minute. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring the knees back together again. And walk back to center and shake the legs loose. Good work, everybody. All right. That's our first hip exercise. The second hip exercise, we're going to do 2 motions with our leg. Okay, first thing we're going to do is pick our knee up towards our chest. All right, so we're going to do this motion. Second, we're going to push the foot down like you're trying to drive it through the floor. Okay, let's take these one at a time. First, lifting the knee to the chest. So as I lift my knee to my chest, you can watch for just a moment. As I lift my knee to my chest, I keep the back and the body nice and straight. All right, so you try to lift the knee as high as you're able to while keeping your back and body straight. You do not want to be leaning back like this or doing this, okay? Your natural reaction is going to be to lean back. A couple of you may try to do this. I have found that it's helpful that when your knee is being lifted, imagine your head is lifted by that silk thread simultaneously. That will keep you from doing this or doing this, all right? Second, push the foot down like you're trying to drive your foot down through the floor. There's not a whole lot of motion in this one, but you can see my leg, how I'm pushing down. You can see my body kind of shift as I push that foot down into the ground, okay? It was kind of funny. I teach in an adult daycare. In fact, I go there after this class. I teach in an adult daycare, and I would say, imagine you're trying to squish a spider, right? Trying to, like, you hate spiders, you're trying to squish the spider. So you push that foot down as hard as you can. And I looked up, and one lady was doing this. So I think she hated spiders. I was like, okay, got to use a different visual now. All right, So sitting up nice and straight and tall, feet are flat on the floor, head is lifted by the silk thread, arms down at the side. We're going to start with the left leg. So lift the left knee to the chest, hands behind us. And come back to center. Now push the left foot into the ground as the hands float up in front of us. Push down on that left foot hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Lift the left knee to the chest, back and body stay nice and straight. And float the foot to the ground. Hands in front of us and push down on the left foot hard as you can, trying to drive it through the floor. Push, 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 and relax. One more time. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Lift that left knee to the chest. Keep the back and body straight. And relax. Not easy, is it? Hands in front of us and push down on the left foot hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Beautiful. Shift to the right leg. Same. Lift the right knee to the chest. Hands behind us. Pull the right knee to the chest. Keep the back and body straight. And relax. Hands in front of us and push down on the right foot hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Lift the right knee to the chest. Keep the back and body straight. Shouldn't feel any pain. And relax. And then hands in front of us and push down on the right foot hard as you can. Keep looking straight ahead as you do this. Push, 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 and relax. Pause for 1 second. Check your posture. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight and tall, all right? Also, keep looking straight ahead as you do this, all right? When we close our eyes, sometimes we don't realize where we're actually looking, okay? Hands behind us. Lift the right knee to the chest. The back and the body stay nice and straight. Where'd those smiles go? And float the foot to the ground, and then hands in front of us and push down on the right foot, trying to drive that foot through the floor. Push, 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 and relax. And shake those legs loose. Who said you can't get a workout from a chair on your legs, right? It may make you feel better. So with my standing classes, occasionally, like at least once a year, I'll have them sit down and go through some of the seated exercises because it's a really good way to rehab also. If you're rehabbing from a surgery or a procedure, or maybe a fall, but we don't like to talk about that. Fall's a season. That's something we do. But seated Tai Chi is a really good way to rehab. So I will take my seated classes through it, and inevitably they go, this is a lot harder than standing exercises. So remember saying that? So, and inevitably someone will come in the next week and go, my muscles were really sore after that seated class. So you're getting a lot of work here, okay? All right, next exercise. This is a knee exercise. It's a heel kick. What actually happens here, this is a really good leg strengthening exercise, all right? Because our knee really doesn't have any muscles, right? But if we strengthen the muscles above the knee and below the knee, it helps stabilize the knee, okay? So we're going to do what's known as a heel kick, and there's 4 motions with this. First, we pick the leg up. Second, we kick the leg out. This is a heel kick, so the toe is pointing up. Third, we pick the leg back up. And fourth, we float. Don't drop, but float the foot to the ground, okay? While we're doing this, we keep our body straight and we keep our back straight from this direction, all right? So essentially, you're lifting the leg before you kick and after you kick. And everyone wants to forget about the after. They'll pick their leg up, kick it out, and then just set the foot down. You want to come back to the leg. Yeah, I see people do it. After you're done kicking, keep that knee up and then float it to the ground, okay? And one more thing. So first thing I want you to concentrate on is your legs, okay? I want you to get the leg exercise right. And once you have the legs right, and then I want you to work on punching out the opposite hand, all right? So as I'm mirroring you, kicking with my left, I punch out with the right hand, all right? Kick right, punch left, okay? But work on your legs first. If that's too much for you, just leave your hands down at the side, get the legs right, then add the hands in, okay? Remember, Parkinson's is a neuromuscular disease, so we want to work the brain and the body together. And kicking one side of the body, punching the other side of the body, you're working both sides of the brain. Okay? All right. So sitting up nice and straight and tall, feet flat on the floor, head is lifted by the silk thread, a beaming smile is radiating from our face, hands loosely gripped at the belt line. We're going to start with the left leg. Pick that left leg up, heel kick left as you punch out the right fist. And then pick up that left leg, let it hover, and then float it to the ground. Nicely done. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Check your posture. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, foot's hovering, float it to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Bring that right foot back, let it hover over the ground, then float it to the ground. Once again on the left side, pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist, and then pick up that left leg, let it hover over the ground, float it to the ground, good job. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. And then pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Nice work, everybody. And get a drink of water. Okay, now are you having fun? Uh-oh, the number went down. It went from 3 to 1. Uh-oh. I better pull out my joke book. Oh, there's some great Bruce Lee jokes going around. You know, Bruce Lee had a sister who could bake? Sarah. He had a brother who could move really, really fast. Quick. There's a whole string of those jokes. One had a brother that would scare you all the time, sudden. Okay, next is the toe kick. It looks amazingly similar to the last exercise. The only difference is the foot position is different, all right? So before we were doing a heel kick and my toe was pointing up. Now we're going to do a toe kick. I'm going to point the toe forward, okay? One enhancement on this, sometimes people will bring the foot up and let the toe kind of hang and then toe kick and let it hang. I think it works a lot better when you pick the knee up, pick the toe up, and then toe kick, and then pick the toe up and let it float. It works the leg a little more. It's going to work your ankle a little bit while you're doing the knee, okay? Everything else is still the same. Back straight, body straight, punching out the opposite hand, beaming smile, looking like a kid in a candy store. If you don't, I'll tell more jokes. I'm just warning you. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. Oh, come on. They weren't that bad. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Nicely done. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Make sure you're not leaning backwards. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Those ex-teachers, they catch on to all the things, all your tricks. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out the left fist. And then pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. One more, or you had it for today? One more? All right. One more. I like that. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Hold this for a half hour. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out the left fist. And pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Nicely done. talk to you about posture, something to think about. Now, this gentleman did not have Parkinson's disease, but one of the places I go after here, I go to it's an adult daycare, but there's also young adults with special needs. And there was one young adult there who he couldn't. We were doing a standing heel kick, and he was having trouble balancing all of his weight on one leg, but he kept looking at the ground. So finally, I carry in my backpack some pictures of some different Chinese animals just for this. And I said, "What's your favorite?" He said, "A monkey." So I put a picture of a monkey on the wall right in front of him at eye level. And I said, "Stare at the monkey the whole time you're doing this. Don't stare at the ground. Stare at the monkey." And he was able to stand on one leg. Just changing his head posture from here to here gave him his balance. All right. So that's why I keep pushing on posture. It's not to be obnoxious. That's just a bonus. But that's why I keep talking about posture. And so practice your posture. I've noticed, especially with my Parkinson's friends, the posture you use when you are sitting tends to be the same posture you use when you are standing. All right? So practice your posture in the chair. Okay? All right. So let's do some ankle exercises. Now, this is a dealer's choice here. If your legs are feeling pretty good and you want to stand up and do this exercise, beautiful, go ahead. If your legs are tired, stay seated. It doesn't really matter if you do this exercise seated or standing. So whatever works best for you. So, and it doesn't matter what your neighbor's doing. If your neighbor is standing, you don't need to stand, all right? You do what's comfortable for you, all right? This is your Parkinson's journey. This is your Tai Chi journey. So if you're standing, stand in the Wuji position. If you're sitting, sit up nice and straight and tall. Standing, go ahead and shift all your weight to the right leg with a bend in the right knee. Now, with your left foot, seated or standing, touch the heel and then the toe. If you're standing, keep a bend in that right knee, all right? Touch heel and toe. Left foot all the way through, right, yeah. Touch heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. If you're standing, weight shifts to the left with a bend in the left knee. And now the right foot, same. Touch heel and toe. Heel and toe. Don't move the leg, move the ankle. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time because we're having so much fun. Heel and toe. Weight shifts back to the right with a bend in the right knee. Left foot, touch the little toe outside of the foot. Big toe inside of the foot. Make sure that right knee is bent. Little toe, big toe, outside, inside. One more time. Little toe and big toe. Now bring all the weight to the left leg with a bend in the left knee. Use your chair if you need to. Right foot, touch little toe and big toe. Outside of the foot, inside of the foot. Little toe, big toe. Make sure your posture is nice and straight, that you're not leaning. Little toe, big toe, or as my friend Bill Pickett says, touch your corn and then your bunion. He has this very thick Appalachian. He lives up in Knoxville, Tennessee. So he has that Appalachian Tennessee accent. So it's funny. It's heck to hear him. Touch your corn and then your bunion. He's awesome. Pardon me? Knoxville. Oh, full? Oh, Bill? Bull. Okay. Yeah, you can tell I'm from the Midwest, right? Right. Okay, let's do a hand exercise. I'm going to take a little bit of pressure off your legs. Again, standing, seated, either way is fine. We'll do the simple one, all right? Then we might do the more exciting one. So open the hands up. Our hands have a tendency to claw. We want to resist that. We want to open and kind of push this part of the ball of the hand out, all right? So touch the thumb to the palm of the hand. Thumb to the palm. and then stretch that hand. Make sure you're standing in that Wuji position. Then touch the pointer finger to the palm and stretch the hand. Touch the middle finger to the palm, not the thumb, but to the palm of the hand, and then stretch that hand. Touch the ring finger to the palm of the hand and stretch the hand, and then touch the pinky to the palm and stretch the hand. Let's do that one again. Touch the thumb to the palm and then open and stretch the hand. Touch the pointer finger to the palm and then stretch and open up the hand. Isn't that amazing the way you can feel it in your arm? Touch the middle finger to the palm and stretch the hand. Touch the ring finger to the palm, stretch the hand, and then touch the pinky to the palm and stretch that hand. Beautiful. Shake those hands loose. Look at your hands, though. They're probably nice and pink right now. So if you do work like maybe woodworking or something like, or knitting or, fine motor control, that's a really good exercise to do. I think we're going to stop there for today. So let's do our 3 cool down. Any questions about anything we've covered so far? I was thinking about doing that one. I didn't want to overwork anybody, though. Yes, sir. No, I expect you to know them now. No, not at all. Not at all. No, I don't expect you to memorize them at all. But I was going to tell everyone on my website, so the piece of paper I gave you has my website on it. I have a listing of the breathing exercises and the warm-up exercises there. There's not instructions on how to do it, but there is a listing of the exercises. And really, for your first lesson, really, if you come away from working on your posture, standing in the Wuji position, deep breathing, if you come away with those pointers from the first lesson, you're doing wonderful. There's no way that you're going to learn Tai Chi in one lesson, in 1 year. I've been doing Tai Chi for over 20 years. Well, no, I'm sorry, a little less than 20 years, somewhere between 15 and 20 years I've been doing Tai Chi, and I still don't know, and I will not know everything I want to know before I die, whenever that is. It's such a wide open field. There's so many things you can learn. So just try and, if you can pick up one thing from each class, maybe, like I said, this class you think about, oh, I'm going to start standing, I'm going to quit standing like this. I'm going to start standing like this with my knees bent. And then the second class, you think more about your posture. And then I'm going to try the deep breathing. If you pick up one thing from each class, 2 months from now, 3 months, 6 months from now, you're going to be in a totally different place. And your balance is going to be much better because we're going to keep working on the balance, all right? But we start on simple things and then we just keep building. Okay? That's a great question. So, did you memorize any of the exercises? Sure. There's some similarities and there's some differences also. Between different exercises they do. So, whoever he's doing exercises with. So, since we're doing an Eastern exercise, you'll see some similarities with yoga. And some of the Western exercises have started to finally realize that some of the Eastern exercises maybe had something. So the Western exercises are starting to pick up some hints here and there about Tai Chi. So it's interesting to see it all evolve. Like right now, there's research articles on Tai Chi. There's over 400, close to 500 articles written about the benefits of Tai Chi and benefits of Tai Chi for people with Parkinson's. I think there's probably close to 30 studies done on the benefits of Tai Chi for people with Parkinson's. When I started doing this 15 years ago, there was like 5, hardly any. So Western exercise is starting to come around. All right, let's do our cool down exercises. kind of lightly punch or slap the legs. Please make sure that you hydrate today, okay? Next, tighten up all the muscles and relax. And tighten up the muscles and relax. And one more time, tighten up the muscles and relax. And finally, gather chi. Big, deep belly breath in and long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. You can certainly look at Tai Chi as an exercise, but a lot of people look at it as a way of life, as a life-changing thing. And either one is fine. Again, it's your Tai Chi journey. It's your Parkinson's journey. Make it yours, okay? All right. Have yourselves a great day. Have a great weekend. Thank you to any of those of you who have served in the military, and a special for the people that served in the military and never made it back. Let's think about them this Monday, okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you next Thursday, or I'm here tomorrow, too, if you want to come by and say, and take another lesson, if one wasn't enough for you in a week. Sure. Thank you.